How to sell a house without an agent, part two. Now, I know you think it's crazy that as a real estate agent, I would sit here and tell people how to sell their home without an agent. But fact of the matter is, there are people that just don't want to use us, and that's totally okay. However, if you're going to do it, I don't want you to go into it blindly. So follow these steps, and you'll be able to sell your house for more money in the least amount of time. If you happen to miss part one of this 8-part series, you can click the link below. I have a link to the last video, and I'll also put it up here in the end cards or wherever they are up here. I'm just pointing to the air, but wherever they end up popping up, go ahead and click that. Go check out part one where I talk about the importance of getting a pre-listing inspection. The next step is going to be focusing on repairs over updates and what to do if you plan on selling your house as is. Now, once again, my name is Blake Wallace. I'm the owner, principal broker of Wallace Realty Group. If you have any questions, please drop it down in the comments. And if you find this information valuable, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so that you're notified of whenever my videos pop up. Anyway, let's jump in. So you've gotten your inspection, and your inspection report should have come back with a list of things that may or may not be wrong with your home. Maybe you already did the needed repairs. Maybe you've already done some updates. But I'm here to tell you this. It is way more valuable for you to focus on making the repairs on the inspection list than it is for you to start making updates on your home. And when I say updates, I mean going in and putting all brand new countertops and things like that in your kitchen, redoing your bathrooms, all this other stuff. Do the repairs first, because here's what happens. A buyer comes into your home, they fall in love with it, they do their inspection. If you haven't had an inspection done already, any of the repairs that pop up on your inspection are going to be a surprise to them. That creates reluctance. What you want to do is you want to avoid and eliminate any of that reluctance. So by doing those repairs and calling out in the listing that you've done these repairs, are always going to be taking steps to removing that buyer reluctance. Now, what kind of repairs is it that you should do? I would always say, obviously, if it's within your budget, if it comes up that you need a new furnace, if you need a new roof, if you need things like this, these are things that you have to consider doing. Now, they could be a little bit expensive, but trust me, it's worth it in the end because you can sell your house for way more. Now, once you've gone through and made those repairs, whether they're major or minor, what you're going to want to do is now focus on what updates do you have that you can do with the money that's left over. Maybe you just, one of the things I would definitely say to do is get a fresh coat of paint and focus on professional cleaning and decluttering. Declutter the home so that it shows really well. Now, if you don't have the money to do the major repairs, you have to reflect that in the price. You absolutely have to, because when people come in and have an inspection done on your home and some of these things pop up, and if they, especially if they don't know what's going on already because you haven't done your inspection, what's going to happen is they're either going to ask for one of two things. They're going to ask for you to do the repair before they move in, or they're going to ask for a concession at closing. So what do you do then, right? And now that these things have been called out, it's now a material fact that has to be called out in your disclosures. So you'll have to redo your disclosures, and any buyer that comes up after them is going to want to do the same thing. So you might as well get ahead of it and meet that reluctance head on, and solidify your position in the negotiation, because effectively that's what you're doing. Now, let's talk about if you want to sell as is. Now, if you got your inspection done and you got your list of repairs, what you can do at this point is give that list, put that full inspection report in the list. I would recommend doing this whether you want to sell as is or not, but put that whole inspection report in the listing. Mark off what are the major repairs that need to be done and highlight those. And then, of course, you have to reflect that in your price. Once again, the price of an as-is home is always going to be less than a price that's got all the repairs done, fully updated, everything like that. So what you're going to want to do is price it accordingly and put the as-is addendum with your listing so that people know going in what's wrong with the home, what they're going to need to fix, what exactly they're getting into, and then they can sign and keep everything clean and legal so that nothing comes back to bite you in the end. All right? Another way that you can do it if you're selling as is, you can price it just a little bit higher but it still needs to be below the average sales price. But you can price it a little bit higher and offer a concession for a portion of the repairs to the buyer that purchases your home. Now, there's so many things that can go into that. So if you have any questions, like I said, please pop it down there in the comments. If you found value in this, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And let's get those notifications going for whenever I put those videos up. But if you have any questions whatsoever, or just want to schedule time with me, you can click the link below, drop it in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.